Welcome back to MSNBC, the place for politics. We're live at the Airport Diner in Manchester, New Hampshire. Of course, New Hampshire is the next battleground in the race for the White House. And last night, Republican front-runner now, I guess you could call him, Mike Huckabee, took Iowa by storm, winning on the Republican side. And he may have gotten a lot of help from some young people, including 19-year-old Alex and Brett Harris. They're twins. They join me now by phone to connect, to explain the connection to the Huckabee campaign, if I can get the words out. First of all, Alex, I guess I'll have to ask you each separately, what got you interested in this candidate so early on in your lives?
You know what? There really are two reasons for it. One thing got us interested, and the other thing got us hooked. What got us interested is really that Mike Huckabee is just a great communicator. You know, he says things like, I'm a conservative, but I'm not mad at anybody about it. And I think that's the kind of thing that young voters, and really all voters, are looking for. Someone who's not just, someone who can get things done, not by compromising, not by just plunging ahead no matter what anybody thinks, but someone who's actually able to communicate and to inspire and lead others on. And that's what all the great leaders have been able to do. But really the second thing that got us hooked was his ideas, his positions on the different issues. He has innovative ideas that a lot of other Republicans just aren't talking about. One example of that would be on education. He's a firm proponent of arts and music education in schools. He recognizes that right now we kind of have a system that does a data download, but we're not emphasizing creativity as much as we should. And we have a lot of young people today who are honestly dropping out of school, falling asleep in class, not because they're dumb, but because they're bored. And I mean, I could talk about health care and energy independence and the fair tax, but that's just one example of why we're hooked on Huckabee.
All right. Well, let me bring Brett in here, because I understand it was, I guess Chuck Norris apparently credits the two of you with sending him the email that got him interested in Mike Huckabee. And of course, Chuck Norris has been very high profile helping out this candidate, and apparently it hasn't hurt. Tell us about that.
Well, really, it all happened just because we were excited about Mike Huckabee, and we wanted to tell people about him. And that's really been the key to his success across the board, is just grassroots, word of mouth. What we ended up doing is we sent out about 200 emails back in early August, before the Ames straw poll, before Huckabee was anything, and we said, check this guy out. And one of our emails, we didn't have Chuck Norris's email address. We'd never contacted him before, but one of our emails got to a friend of ours, an author, who happened to be at Chuck Norris's house, and shared it with him, and the rest is history, as they say.
All right, Alex and Brett, just two of the many young people riding the Huck Express. Thank you very much.
Hucka kids. That's what we call them in the business. Hucka kids.
Hucka babies. And you know, gosh, I'm really tired. I can't look.
No, seriously. It's unbelievable.
It really is.
The type of people that were out there, a lot of homeschoolers, a lot of very diverse people, and everybody's talking about the youth that came out and voted for Barack Obama.
As well, and women, which is, I mean, really incredible part of this story.
Mike Huckabee, though, got a lot of younger people in those audiences too.
He did. I think his communication skills are what put him over the top. There are other stories making news right now. Let's go back to New York.